Good evening, another very special edition of UpFront with Jesse Jackson. Tonight we're going to discuss two subjects: America's health insurance crisis, enough to make you sick, and the impact of causeless challenge to parents to do their best against the odds and to not self-destruct. On our health care crisis, there are 44 million Americans who have no health insurance, and it is rising, becoming more expensive every day, and we have the best health care available for those who can afford it. So we're going to address the impact tonight of the health care crisis, what's wrong with it, what's right with it, and what's breaking down how to fix it.
To the extent that we have health insurance linked to employment, we have a problem in this country.
And it's certainly a tragedy when you think about the expansion of certain types of industries that specifically don't promote health insurance. Walmart being one, the largest employer now in the world that does not provide health care insurance for its employees in their first 2 years of employment.
Dr. Goodwin, the people who seem to need health care coverage the most have the least of it. The eldest citizens and the poorest,
and with
which is a growing population in both directions.
Right, and with welfare reform in the 1990s, we made it even more difficult for individuals to actually access Medicaid benefits within their various states because the paperwork was so intense. That's certainly what happened in Wisconsin, which helped to lead welfare reform. So it's been very, very difficult, and of course it's a challenge given certain illnesses that seemingly plague our community. AIDS, the growth and rise of AIDS within our communities, obesity, diabetes resulting from a number of factors. Then we have high blood pressure, hypertension, all of these things which seem now somewhat endemic to the African American community.
Welcome back. Tonight we want to focus in some sense on the health care crisis, how sickening it is, but also how sick some of our behavior is. And Bill Cosby put forth a challenge at our convention last week that's reverberating around the nation. He said, take your face out the trough and look high and act high.
We know the characteristics of good schools. We know them. Statistically, we understand what they are. They are schools that have full-day kindergarten. They are schools that spend their discretionary dollars to reduce classroom size. They are schools where professional development is placed at a premium. And there's remediation programs after school and sometimes on Saturday. Every last one of them. You take our lower performing schools or our schools on probation, none of them have full-day kindergarten. None of them use their discretionary dollars to reduce classroom size. None of them have the kind of remediation programs. They don't place a premium on professional.